This is Muscle Central. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. Okay, I'm going to come in defense of our reigning Mr. Olympia, Hadi Choopan. Some are saying that he's not really a good ambassador, a good representation for the sport, for Mr. Olympia. He's not very active on the social media, and he doesn't make appearances. He's kind of, I guess you could say he's in the shadows, much like Dorian Yates was back in the 90s. He was called the Shadow because do a show, just go back, and you didn't hear anything from him. And I bet you if there was social media back then, or Dorian was shot forward into this era, I don't think he'd be much for the social media either. He'd be pretty much like he was with Blood and Guts. You're going to come here with a camera. I'm going to work out. You're going to film me, and I'm not going to know you're here. That's just the way he was, and he would probably be the same with social media. Yes, social media is a tool that a lot of these guys use, but they're not required to. It's probably a good idea to use it for another source of income, but you're not required. I know it's fun to watch your favorite bodybuilders as they're preparing for a show. You're seeing them week by week. You're seeing little changes here, little changes there, and you're getting all excited and worked up for the big show. But then again, you got to remember, more often than not, by time showtime comes, they don't look like what they look like in the pictures leading up, videos leading up to it. Hadi not being very accessible on social media, not seeing very much of him, is actually that also actually builds up excitement. Because now it was like with Dorian. You had this guy, this machine who comes into the show heavily muscled and ripped to the bone, does a show, disappears. You have no idea what's going on with him, and all this anticipation, little by little, builds up, and you get more and more anxious to see what he is going to eventually bring to the stage. The anonymity, being anonymous, let's say it like that, being anonymous like that with your progress, that also helps bring excitement to the show, because you don't know what you're going to see. And then if you do make major improvements, you got that advantage of that shock and awe, wow factor that you bring. With somebody else who's very active on the social media, you see them, the judges are humans also. And I'm sure some of these judges watch some social media also. You see the changes little by little as they come, and then when you see them on stage, yeah, they look good, but it doesn't have that same dramatic effect as if they were making these changes all along, and you're not watching it. So, in one case, you're watching him go from A to Z one letter at a time, A, B, C, D, so on. In the other case, you just see an A, nothing in between, and then there's Z. And that in itself builds up excitement for the show. Hadi lives in a country where it's very difficult to travel abroad. It's very difficult for him to make appearances. You got to remember also, he doesn't speak the English language, and he wears hearing aids because he's hearing impaired. He is a great bodybuilder. Right now, he's on Mr. Olympia, and just because he doesn't make all the appearances like other Mr. Olympias in the past have, because he's not active on social media like a lot of the other guys out there are, doesn't make him a bad representation for Mr. Olympia. Give the guy a break. Okay, you can agree or disagree with what I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Michael Diamond, I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.